All right, coaches, here we are. We've got our simple green. We've got our golf club cleaning tub. Ben's gonna pour a 1 part simple green to 10 parts water. So we're gonna do about a 3 or 4 count here, and then of the simple green, and then he's gonna fill it and put some water in it. So here we go. All right, we've got our bucket filled. We filled it enough to cover the grip end of the club. So think about where kids are touching the club the most, which is the grip. So Ben's gonna throw these clubs in there. And then he's also gonna throw in some of the cones that we use, some of the poly spots, because it's a perfect container to work well in there. So we'll use these poly spots in class. So we gotta disinfect all of it. So he's gonna throw it in there. Great. And then the easiest way to empty the bucket, so let these sit there for a few seconds, and then you want to empty the bucket. So 1 second, we'll show you how to do that. All right, so our clubs have soaked for a little bit, so now the easiest way to empty the water out of this thing is just to roll it. It's got a thing cut in it, so find a hill or anywhere and just roll it. The clubs won't break, cones are gonna be fine. Just gotta get that soap out of there. So then we can move on to rinsing the clubs and then drying the grips off. So he's emptied it. As you can see, it's still pretty soapy. So what we're gonna wanna do is just spray down the clubs or wipe them down with a towel, whatever you see best fit. So he'll rinse that out. We'll dry the clubs down. Every location has towels. You have these tubs. I recognize that these tubs may not be the easiest to move at some of our sites, so if for another option, you can use a 5-gallon bucket and dip the grips in upside down. So we've pulled the clubs out of the bucket. We're just gonna give them a quick rinse down. Any other equipment that you throw in that thing, make sure you just get it rinsed off, rinse the soap off. And then we're just gonna take these towels here and we're gonna dry them off. Okay, time to clean golf balls. So in the blue bucket, we have some golf balls, and then we'll also throw some poly spots and potentially some cones in there as well. The white bucket on the left, we've drilled some holes in it. Most courses have some range ball buckets, which actually work perfectly for draining. But where we're at Indian Trails, they don't have that, so we've drilled some holes in a bucket. So Ben's gonna pour a little bit of simple green in here. We're gonna fill it with water. Let them soak for a minute, and then we'll dump it into the white bucket to drain the soapy water and rinse them out. So we filled the blue bucket of balls. They're kind of soaking for a hot second, and what Ben's gonna do is he's gonna dump the blue bucket into the white bucket. You can see the beautiful holes are working perfectly. Oh, I'd love to see it. So once that's kind of done draining, I'd recommend just spraying all the soapy water off just to get them clean. Don't have to dry the golf balls. We'll spray out the blue bucket as well and actually return the clean balls to the blue bucket. So that's kind of the game plan. And that's how you clean your clubs, your balls, your equipment. If you're using noodles, alignment sticks, and kids are touching them, feel free to use like the sanitizer spray. That's probably the easiest way to clean those down, and you should be good. Be sure to lay towels out to dry so they're not all crinkled up and getting all gross. Thanks for all you do. Happy cleaning.